Good afternoon, everyone. How's everybody doing today? Did I not shut the volume off? Yeah, I didn't shut the volume off. How's everybody doing today? I would say, did everybody have a good weekend? But it's like every day is the same, right? So how is everybody? Hello, Adam Flippin' Frozen, Michael Abmont, first one in the house. How are you? Hi, Dolly. I think I'm all caught up already. For everybody on the Facebook side, I put the link in if you want to come over to. Oh, hi, John. If you want to come over to the YouTube channel and everybody could see your chat and you could chat along with everybody else. Hello, Bernard. Hello, Carol. Thank you, everybody, for coming in, spending the afternoon, a little time here with me and everybody else. I appreciate it. I definitely do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Dolly. Hello, Dolly. If anybody was in the line of that hurricane or tornado warning, hopefully, storms, hopefully everybody made it through okay. I know it was pretty bad. I heard on the news this morning one interesting thing that happened. Somewhere in Georgia, the tornado or a tornado, there was some place they said that had 7 drops, like all at once. I thought that was amazing. Hello, Dennis. Carol, I think you said hi. Hey, Gal. Friday. How are you? There was one place in Georgia where the tornado, I guess, picked up this house from its foundation, and then I don't know how far away it was. It dropped it in the middle of a street. It didn't say it smashed everywhere, but it said it like just placed it right in the middle of the street. That was pretty interesting. I was trying to find a video of it, and then I totally forgot because I got called off in another direction. Not right now, Dolly. I'm sorry, not right now. That would take a few margaritas. Okay. Lisa survived, but said it was scary. Yep, she did. I texted her 4 o'clock this morning, emailed her, and she finally, like 9 o'clock, got in touch with me, or 10 o'clock, something like that. I guess she had not fallen asleep until 7 this morning. Hello, Squirreled Away. How are you today? Hello, Melissa Cape. So I think I'm caught up with everybody. If I didn't say hi to you, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But hello. Hopefully you're having a good day. And hopefully everything's, as well as it can be right now with the way we're going. We're on a mandatory mask. If you go outside, you have to have a mask on your face now in Florida. So a little interesting. I just took an old shirt, cut the short sleeve off, and it's perfect mask. So I used it this morning when I had to go to the post office and Dunkin' to get a coffee. So what's everybody up to? Dennis, I'm not doing an auction right now. I was going to do an auction this afternoon, and things have changed. Lisa said, no, I'm okay. I'm doing it. I figured I would go on an hour before she did, and wires got crossed or whatever. It's probably my fault again, as usual. But I'm not doing an auction today. Hey, Kim, how are you? I am going through lots of boxes and stuff. I'm trying to go through my inventory. I was going through it. I was trying to clean up and organize all through the weekend as I could. and track down inventory, see what's going on with my Amazon sales and my eBay listings, and put those all in one area so I don't sell something out of those and then all of a sudden they sell on those platforms and I can't suffice the order. Just wanted to get this quick. And when you're the one doing a live broadcast, can you see people that are on that others don't? Yes, I think. If that's what you're asking me, Jerry, I think so. Like if I'm on here, I'm on YouTube, and if somebody says, "Hey, Paul, how you doing?" It comes up with the little circle with the F, which means they're on Facebook. No one else can see them unless they're on Facebook. Thank you very much, Adam. Thank you. Hopefully we'll do more of that. Oh, here we go. All right. Okay, Lisa. All right. Thank you. I'm trying to do more. Hello, Sheila D. But I had more guests lined up or working to get lined up. Hey, Tiffany. But when this happened, all I'm getting for responses is, well, everybody's working out of their house now, so it's a little difficult because we have to take care of customer support or problems, blah, blah, blah. So it is, I hate that saying, it is what it is, but we just have to, I just have to make do. So I decided, like, for the next 3 days, I'm going to do a series starting today. I'm just saying hi to everybody, just waiting for some more people to come in. Like there's still a bunch of people on the Facebook side. And if you're on the Facebook side, I put the link, come over to YouTube. So if they have a question, you'll be able to see it too. And you'll be able to see if somebody posts an answer, because I don't know everything. I know enough to get me by, but I don't know everything. So maybe someone else in the audience will have an answer that I don't. Or maybe someone else is doing something that I'm not. That works well. So that's why I want all this to be kind of a learning experience for everybody. So that's that. A few days ago on Facebook, they say something to someone whose name that I understand that happens, Jerry. Yeah, that's one of those. I do understand that happens. And then the thing with the Facebook stuff is the chat runs up so fast and you can only see a few lines. So that's one of those issues. But today I wanted to start doing an eBay series. I really like your thumbnails. What are you using? This, basically. And I use CorelDRAW. But I wouldn't recommend going to spend the $400 or $500 to go buy it. I've been using it forever, and I just updated to the newest one. So today I want to, everything is, anyone that says they know everything is a fool. Very true, Michael. Very true. No, Lisa is talking about Facebook. Excuse me. So I wanted to start today with eBay, basically what I call, it's like $5.99, I think, Adam. Oh, don't ring now. Potential spam. Excellent. I think it's $5.99 or $6.99. The upgrade alone was $250 just for the upgrade. So I wanted to do an eBay 101, because a lot of the people on Facebook have been asking me, like, hey, you're not doing real estate anymore, or what's going on? You're always talking about this eBay stuff, and how do you do eBay? And I'm interested. And I've always done eBay, even when I was really, really hot into real estate. I've always done eBay because, I always talk about this one house that I sold not too far from here, big house The people have been in it for probably 20, 30 years. I got it under contract pretty fast. And I says, okay, we got 30 days. So you got to start packing up and moving and getting stuff ready, put the boxes in the garage and all that stuff. And it was like elderly couple. And they says, oh, maybe we should have a garage sale. Maybe we can get a couple of bucks for this stuff. And they had, yeah, it's true, Adam. They had some pottery on. They had this huge fireplace, which to me is kind of unnecessary in Florida. But this huge fireplace, I mean, enormous, size of my front door. And I have one of those double front doors. And on the mantelpiece, they had this pottery that I think I've seen before. And she says, I think I can get a couple of dollars for those. And I said, a couple of dollars? I said, can I see one? And I forget the brand of the pottery. But I says, do me a favor. Their daughter didn't live with them anymore. I says, your daughter said she was going to help you pack. Get her down here. Have her research some of this stuff on eBay. And it's just a matter of listing it on eBay. You can get it sold. And I'm talking, if you get these things sold within a week, you're good. So stuff they thought they would get $1, $2 for, she ended up getting, I think, $30 for one, $50 for the others. And they were happy as hell. And that's like, I created a Frankenstein, because I think to this day, she's still doing it in their new house where they live. So here we are today, all of us, we're all in the same exact predicament. We're basically on lockdown. Unless you're in the upper Midwest, where you're not on lockdown, you know, you could still go out. I heard that Goodwill is thinking of opening some of their stores, and not every store is on lockdown. So, but like the rest of the country, we're all here. The only stores that are open, you know, they sell milk and bread and essentials. They sell other stuff too, but for the most part, essentials. Like you can't go to a thrift store these days. So now, this week coming up, people are going to get furloughed. Only their health insurance is going to be paid, and they're not going to be paid. So you're going to, I hear two sides of the story on the rent thing. Some landlords have taken advantage of the help that they're getting, and they're waiving the people's rent. Other landlords are saying, maybe you should liquidate some of your stuff so you can still pay the rent. And I'm sure on the other end, they're still going to apply for their relief. So it's kind of like double dipping, which that's a whole nother topic. But people still need to eat. People still need, you know, toilet paper and that type of stuff, essentials, but they're not making money. So what can you do? You're sitting at home. You have nothing to do. Why not start selling some stuff online? And Jason Smith does this show, Thrift Hunters. I'm sure you've all heard of it. And he has the thrifting board. And he did a show once where I think he said that you could, if you walk your house, you could find at least $1,300 worth of stuff that you don't need. So if that's the case, I mean, everybody's in the same predicament. Why not just look around your house? And if you've been in your house for 5 years, 10 years, it's amazing how much stuff you accumulate. When we first moved to Florida, we had boxes in our garage that we hadn't touched in 3 years. And Sandy used to tell me, hey, Kathy Ward, how are you? If I missed anybody saying hello, I'm sorry. But welcome in. Thank you for coming. So Sandy used to say, listen, you haven't touched the boxes in 3 years. Throw the stuff away. Obviously, you don't need it. So one day I finally did open up the stuff, and it was, you know, a lot of collectibles that I wanted and stuff like that. So why not? walk around the house, see what you have that you don't want anymore. See what you have that you don't use anymore. See what you have, because you know how they say one person's trash is another person's treasure. Don't look at it as trash, because if it's trash, don't sell it. But if it's good, usable merchandise that you're not appreciating anymore, you're not using anymore, somebody else might. And that's how you could start making some money at home. And I've always stood by the premise of, I'm a firm believer in multiple streams of income. I've been doing eBay now off and on for just as long as it was eBay, 25 years. I was very hot into real estate. I made it to the top where I wanted to make it and beyond in the real estate industry here in Florida. And I still did eBay every once in a while because it's fun and I liked it. I've even listed homes on eBay just for the exposure. And any extra money I made, we'd go on vacation or whatever we'd use for just fun money. But now people need money, just living money. So I wanted to do this. I want to start this, and I'm going to start with the basics. So if anybody has any questions before I get into it heavily, put them in the chat now, because if questions start coming in while I'm doing it and I won't be able to finish, I did schedule this for 3 days out. But if anybody has any questions, let me know. I want to start identifying products to sell and how to find out their value. So any questions from anybody? Any comments? I'm just looking. Okay. Too many, not sure. All right. Well, let's get started. So let's start. Let me share the screen. And let's take the first. All right. So let me put myself back. I would start with number 1 with reselling. Okay, not sure what that means. That's right, flipping and frozen. There's no foreclosures and no evictions during this. How many categories would you go into when starting out on eBay? That's a little bit more advanced. Right now, I just want to talk about identifying products to sell. But if you're already into eBay and you know what you're doing, I would stick with what you know the best first, because you can do the research. A lot of times, if it's something something you've been dealing with for a long time, you're going to know it off the top of your head. Or you're going to need your very minor research. So let's start off with this. Let's say, here we go. I have eBay pulled up right now. I have eBay pulled up a little bigger right now. Let's say you're walking around your house. Your son, daughter, nephew, whatever, left for college, and you had a PS3 that they always used to play. They haven't been back in 2 years, or they've moved on to another kind of game. So you got some games and a system there lying around. And, nobody's getting the use of it. It's just gathering dust. So let's say you grab one of the games. It's a PS3 game. You open it up. It looks good. It still has the directions. Right. I took it down, Adam. It still has the directions, and it has an important thing that you'd need to begin with, which is the barcode. Okay? Depending how long you've been in your house, not everything's going to have a barcode. But I wanted to start with the simple first. It would look great in my collection. This is eBay, one of the simplest places you can look to get a valuation, to find out what the stuff is worth. I'm going to give you a couple, but I'm just giving you the easy basics right now. So in the search bar here, it says search for anything. You do not have to have an account. All right. You can just open up eBay and go to search for anything. Hello, Mick. So you would go to the search bar, put the cursor over it, left click, type in the barcode, and the item should come up. All right. That's the item. Now, this is what they're asking price. All right. What you want to go to the left, and you want to go down a little to here. You want sold items. You don't care what they're asking for now. You want sold items. Now, this is just today from Canada. So $8.56 plus $10.75 shipping. It's from Canada. This is from yesterday, $6 free shipping. Why? I don't know, because it says it's brand new. This one's $4.50 plus $3.85 shipping. This one says it's brand new. If you want to get rid of that, you just go over here. If yours is open and used, just click on used in the upper left-hand corner. So all you're getting is you're judging apples with apples. All right. So pre-owned, $6 free shipping, $5, $4 shipping, $6.72 free shipping, so on and so forth. You could look like $2. That's crazy. It says it's complete. If you really want to get into it. Now this one says it's very good. Okay. Almost $8. Let's just call it $8. Very good. This one could have a bunch of scratches. This one could be the same thing. It says it's complete. Maybe this one's not complete. Maybe it's missing the manual. You'll notice these pictures are just about the same. There could be, in other words, when you scan it and you go to list it, it's already in eBay's database. So they're using their pictures and information. Now, March 18th, you can go back and back and back. I would not. I wouldn't go to February. It's a different time. I would go to the last couple of weeks because that's the most current activity that I would use, because things were different 3 weeks ago than they are in the last 2 weeks. In the last 2 weeks, games are selling like hotcakes. So I would only go back a couple of weeks, and you could see 6, 5, 7, 6, free shipping, no shipping. So on the average, it looks like $5. You don't have to do that. You don't have to sell it at that. No, Flippin' Frozen, you can use stock photos. They give you the option if you want to use their photo or not. If you're talking about, you can't go to the company's website and take their photos. But when you list something in eBay and it's already in their database numerous amount of times, you use their stock photo. So if their average is $5, that's only one place. You go to Amazon on the top. You don't have to log in. I'm not logged in. You type in the barcode. I happen to be using a scanner, yes, just to make it fast. PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3. I want to see this one. There's 52 used from 550. All right. So there again, there's that $5 price coming in. Another place you could go is Google. A lot of times you could type in the barcode and it'll come up right in there. And there should be an option here for shopping, but it doesn't. Now, these are all new. This one's used, eBay, $9.90. This one's $4.25, eBay. eCrater, $8.73. Bonanza, $8.64. 18. Bullnose. I never heard of Bullnose. I'm looking at, it's going to be probably in the $5, $6 range. So myself, I would probably price it in the $5 range. I would not do free shipping. I would make shipping a payable option. So on something like this, where a game like a DVD is 4 ounces, you ship it in a bubble pack envelope. It's going to cost roughly, depending, like if you go coast to coast, $4.02, $4.20. I would do that. Or you could do $9.95 free shipping. You're still getting $5 for it. Maybe $6. So that's just one example. I usually don't add them. Terapeak, we get it free with eBay, I know, but I don't like it. I know you can go a year out or whatever, and I've tried it, but it's too complicated. It's too convoluted. I don't like it that much myself. So let's say you have something like this. Okay, it's a record album. It's brand new, but there's no barcode. So there's nothing you can have here. So once again, you can go to eBay and you just type in the title, or you type in as much information as possible. So the whole part of this is K-Tel Wacky. Why come it's not doing anything? K-Tel Wacky Westerns stereo album. That's not it. That's not it. So sold, there's only 3. So you want to go back down here and you want to unclick sold. And there's none. There's none listed for sale. And I have everything spelled right. Let me see if I can find a year. 1975. Let's see if that helps. That even made it worse. So there's none listed. So instead of retyping this, oh, wait a minute. Paul spelt Westerns wrong, and nobody said that. You're not looking. I like to say I did that on purpose, but I didn't. All right. So instead of retyping this over and over again, let's go and see if anyone has any on Amazon. Sorry, the feature is currently unavailable. Why? Are you having issues today, Amazon? No. Wacky Westerns, various artists, MP3, vinyl. Let's see what the vinyl looks like. That's it. Now, did you see that, everybody? There it is there, okay? But if it only had this, it's got three options: MP3, audio, and vinyl. So if we want to check on I hope I'm not boring anybody. I should have asked. This is brand new, so $775. And I hope that's brand new. Buy used, $19.95. One new for $11.99. And just in case, I want to check one more place. I'm going to paste it into Google. Used, $18. Used. That is a CD. There it is. Buy the vinyl. 9 for sale. All used. Highest was $15. It says last one they sold was February 16th. So that's just use LP instead of album. I could have, John, but then I think I would come up with the same thing. SOB, John. John said it right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Pre-owned. Yep. All right, John. All right. Pat yourself on the back. John knows what he's doing. So yeah, I put an album. I should have did LP or vinyl. Pre-owned, $17.95. Sold. When it's green, I'm on sold. $8.99 plus $3 shipping. Oh, that's Goofy Greats. No, it's just right here. So, see, John corrected me. The audience wins. Everybody give John a round of applause. Instead of putting album, put LP. Or don't put anything and see if it'll come up and find it. Somebody's got a pre-owned one they're selling, or they're asking 20. Another one's asking 12 for pre-owned. No one has a new one. So I have a brand new one. What would you do? What would you put it at? Brand new, still sealed, shrink wrapped, never been touched. The cover's beautiful. I don't know, you're asking 20, although not many are selling. So if I asked 20, would I actually get it? So let me go back, see if I'm missing anything. Therapy, when it comes to records, you could check Discog. That's what I did, and they said their highest price was $15. You didn't spell Westerns right. Yeah, I fixed that. I would list at 20 and take offers. I just get access to the 50 million songs sold. How many listed? Only 2 listed and only 2 sold since February. Okay. All right. So let's try something else. I want to do as many things as I could do, thinking that somebody can walk the house and find these items. So like you had a record player way back, but you still have your collection of records. Maybe that was in it. You had kids or family that used to come over and play the video game. They don't come over anymore. They went to college and they moved on to another video game. What about this? This is a little pottery. But what's special about this? It's Roseville pottery. This was one of the things that this is not the same one, but one of my clients had one of these on the shelf by this company, and they just thought, I'll just put it on the table in a garage sale and I'll get 50 cents or $1 for it. And I said, not for Roseville pottery, you won't. Because I said, I'll give you $5 for it. So now there's no barcode. there's very little writing on the bottom. So you got to do more homework when you look up a valuation on this. So let's try to find this. Let's go back to eBay. So this says Roseville, and I know it's pottery, not an LP or anything. There's a number on it. And it says RRRCO. We could do that, but let's see what we just come up with this, if anything. Roseville pottery, Roseville pottery, Roseville pottery. Okay, so a bunch of Roseville pottery comes up. And if I wanted to sit here and go through pages of Roseville pottery, so what else can we say about this? It's green. What about the shape? Yep, see, my color helps it. I seriously need to get all the 80s concert shirts out of storage. The shape, the color. RRPCO is the maker. Yep. But that doesn't help us identify this piece. So let's say green. And I don't know, maybe because I always think of food. Would that be a peanut shape? And does that look like some kind of leaves on the sides? Let's see what we come up with now. So I added green peanut leaves. Nothing. So let's take this, and I doubt we'll find it on Amazon, but let's go to Google, because Google will have everywhere. Look at that. Bingo, right there. The first and third, fourth, fifth. This is on eBay. So why it didn't come up, I don't know. Oh my God, there's several. Now this is almost the same thing. Come on. Wouldn't you say? That's just about the same thing. I know the camera makes it look blue, but it is green. Green cabbage peanut shaped. Green cabbage peanut shaped. Okay. Vintage Roseville USA pottery green cabbage peanut shaped planter RRPCO 1206-6 3850. Then it goes down to others. And there's, I think, the same one. And that's the same one. So just because you can't find it in one place, I'm on Google, correct. This is Google. So just because you couldn't find it in one place doesn't mean that you can't find it in somewhere else. The easiest ones, the easiest places. Oh, excuse me. Hi, Lisa Wheeler. Thank you for coming. Lisa put in a link also. Lisa, come over to YouTube and chat along with everybody. Thank you, everybody, again for coming in. Hello, Fishing and Picking. The reason I'm only looking at eBay, Amazon, and Google is because I'm just trying to do a basic rundown of everything for, plus there's some people that are just getting into reselling, and there's some people that contacted me that are not even reselling. They just want to start to try to sell some stuff. And this might be the easiest way and the simplest. So I'm just trying to do a simple, I'm looking at my house. I grabbed this. I'm not using this. All this had in it was a couple of pennies, and I don't need it to hold pennies anymore. So I'm going to sell it. Nobody's using the video game anymore. I'm going to sell it. It's one of those things. I need to make some money. What's the quickest, simplest, easiest way to do it? So that's what I'm trying to focus on, is just simple ways to generate some income using eBay. Sure, there's fees on eBay, but eBay's not the only place. You could do Facebook Marketplace. People are looking now. But I'm just giving people simple options. So let's take this. Now, I didn't do this. I showed this to somebody in one of the auctions last week, and he came up with the link right away. A beginner's guide. True, Michael. I bought boxes of stuff, and this was in one of the boxes. So I almost thought it was you, Michael, that did it, but I don't think so. So it was somebody that was buying some action figures from me, and I says, you're so into action figures. Do you know what this is from? And I said, there's no markings. There's no company name. It's missing an arm. There's nothing on the inside of the leg. Usually would have a year and a manufacturer, like, I don't know, 1990, Hasbro toys, whatever. And within 5 minutes, he came back and he said, oh, it's this. Oh, that was you squirreled away. Okay. Your name wasn't squirreled away when you did that. So he found it within a few minutes. Squirreled away. Do you remember what you put this as? Because I'm going to do it again, because I think this is a very good example. That's it. Dungeons and Dragons. So he went on and he came back and he says, Paul, that's very rare. So once again, let me just show you. You're in your house. Your kids have gone to college. They moved out. They got married. They have kids of their own now. They don't want this because, Ma, it's busted. I broke it off when I was a little kid. I just kept it on the shelf because it looked cool. I don't want it anymore. Okay. Do I throw it away? Or do I look it up and see how much it's worth and maybe sell it? So he said he did a Google search, but I'm going to do an eBay search. So I'm going to put this down so I don't break the other leg off. Dungeons and Dragons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-headed dragon. 5-headed dragon. I'm sorry, I can't type fast. And there it is right there. Now, looking at the price, would you throw it away or list it on eBay? This thing blew me away. Yep, circa 1984. This blew me away. This is not even the one that he found. The one he found was $266. And here's another one. Oh, this is not mine because it just so happens to be missing. Oh, the different leg. $150. Arm broken off. Plus he's missing wings, scratches, dirt, general wear. Damn. $150. Okay. Throw it away or $150. And I think Lisa's right there. Sell. And squirreled away. Yes. Thank you for being of service. Thank you very much. Now, 100. Let's go back there for a second. Let me point out something. $150 missing. I think he's missing a wing and a leg. Now I'm missing a leg. $399. All right, but that's what they're looking for. What are the solds? Oh my goodness! This guy's missing both legs. And it looks like both wings or one wing, $45. $499. $355. $266. All right. I just found this in a box of toys, like anybody going through their house that had kids that could do the same thing. Literally the same thing. Now, let's take this one step further. Is it worth it for me to try to get $150 for this, for mine, or to look to pay to find a leg and pay as much as $50 just for the leg and then get $355? That's another thing you have to think about. And all of a sudden, you're a reseller and you're making money. Now, this doesn't tell you how long it was listed for before it sold and all that fun stuff. But they're pretty recent sales. I would do a buy it now, $150, let it ride for a bit, then do a best offer as is. So you wouldn't look for the leg, pay as much as $50 for the missing leg, and then try to get $300. Would you pay $50 to get back an extra $100? That's what you got to think about. For me, I would think it would be worth it. What does everybody else think? Those are sold, yes. Put it on eBay. I wouldn't look for the leg personally. I would flip it now. You're one of those fast nickel instead of the slow dime people, Lisa. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I would try to go for the bigger pot myself. But that's just me. Everybody's different. All right. Time's running out faster than I thought it would. I'm going to show one more item. And just have to grab it. All right. Yes. Oh, come on. Oh, that means I sold something on Amazon. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Let's say you have kids, had kids, they're gone to college, to work, to marriage, wherever they go. And they collected comic books. Comic books comes up a lot. So you get a comic. This one's graded. Okay. Silver Surfer 17. All right. It's graded 5.5. I don't want to get into the book too much, but let's just. You could go to eBay because a lot of people sell a lot of comics on eBay. You type in, this is Marvel Comics, Silver Surfer, number 17 CGC. And why did it not show up? Number 17 CGC. CGC is just a grading company. So there's this one here, but it's not CGC. And it doesn't look like any of these. Well, this one's CGC, but it's the wrong issue. And that's not the right issue either. And that's not either. So just you could find, these are all the solds. Let me take you off sold. Here we go. Now that's a 9.2. Mine is nowhere near a 9.2. Mine's a 5.5. But let's say it wasn't graded. You would just delete the CGC, just put Marvel Comics Silver Surfer number 17. You don't need the year or anything like that. Because let's say something like Spider-Man number 17. You might come up with 3 number 17s. Captain America, you might come up with 3 Captain America. So you're just going to have to look at the picture that you find on the cover. Because what happens is technically Series 1, Series 2, Series 3. So 9.2. This one's not graded, $25. So 25 graded at a 9.2 is $2.99. See the difference when you have it graded? Depending if that grade was really good, if the quality of that book was really good. So this is eBay, okay? Copy, paste this into Google. Shopping. There it is right there. $150 used from Abe Books. It's a high grade, which means he feels he's good with grading comics, and he feels it's a high grade. High grade, what, 7 to 9? No restoration, near mint. Isn't that one we saw that was a 2,900? Now it's 15, and it's only 1 grade less. So comics vary a lot. One, and I want to show you this because I use this site a lot. OnlineComicsPriceGuide.com. And I do have an account. It's free. So anybody can get an account. It's no problem, Lisa. You could always go back. You could search comics by title or by publisher. But what you want to do is you go here, Silver Surfer, issue 17. And that's it. Now see, this is from 1970. This is volume 3 from 1988. That's where you could get confused. That's why you have to look at the reference picture. So let's go into this one, since this is the one we're looking at. Yeah, I know. That's the details on it, who is the artist and all that stuff. The cover price was 15 cents. Here's the values. You cannot view the values. What do you mean I'm logged in? Log in again. Okay, mine is a 5.5, which means it's fine. So I'm looking, raw value is $25.20. Slabbed graded value is $28. So raw would be, it's not graded, it's not slabbed, basically. It's just the book, and I feel it's in fine condition. But once you have it graded, it brings the value up $3 more. In very, very poor condition, it's worth $1. Graded, 90 cents if it's not. If this was in, now it's very, very difficult to see a 10. 9.8, let's just say $800. If this was like pristine, right out of the box, the day you bought it, didn't even open it to read it, $800, graded, 360 just out of the box, and you put it in a bag and a board, and that's it. 360 that way. So like I said, I like this site right here to look at comic values. You can look for comics on here. You can list your comics on here for sale. You can list your collection on here. It's a lot of help. There's a lot of good things with it. You just got to look around. Whatever is good for you to use is what you're going to use. It's whatever you feel most comfortable with. So we're almost at an hour. So I hope that made sense, especially the people in here watching that are new. You're looking for a way to make money. You're looking for a way to make extra money. Even when you go back to work and you're working a full-time job and you just want some extra cash. Some people buy a car, a truck, a motorcycle or something, and they don't want to have the burden of having their job now pay for that. So they're going to sell stuff. They're going to make an online business of selling stuff to make just that $300-400 a month to pay that extra bill. And it can be done. People do it all the time. There's other people, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in the chat here right now that are doing it to live, to survive, to pay every bill. Gas, lights, electric, mortgage, rent, insurance. So, as little or as much. What you put in is what you get out. That's what they say. What you put in for effort is what you're going to get out, reap the rewards. So I hope that made a lot of sense to everybody. Thank you very, very much for coming in. Tomorrow now we'll take it to the next step of, okay, I researched these items, have a good idea how much I should get for them. Now, how do I start selling on eBay? How do I open an account and go on from there? So anybody else have any questions? Did I miss anything? My advice, find out if it's a key issue, investing in grading and slabbing before investing. Yeah, actually, yes, definitely. Like I bought some comics. So what I do, or I have boxes of old comics. And when Marvel started coming out with the movies, even making an announcement, what movies are coming out next year, boosts the interest in those categories, in those characters. So now it's worth grading them. I mean, I've had books that have been what we called filler stock, 25-cent books. Now they're $5, $10, $15, $20 because all of a sudden all these Marvel movies came out and the character's hot again. So DC, any comic is the same. Well, not Archie comics, but when would you bag and slab? What are the supplies called? Bag and board. If you reach out to John on here, Plaid Mag, he sells archival protection for comics and magazines, and it's called acid-free boards and Mylar bags. If you have old books and they're just loose in a box, you want to protect them. You don't want them to start because they'll start getting brown on the edges. And I have a bcmylar.com. He just put it in there. I have a video on my YouTube page of BC Mylar compared to an inferior product and what could happen to the book, how it would age and mold and all that stuff. The board's important because it's acid-free. When you slab a book, that means you're paying, if it's to say it's from the 90s to today, you're paying $15 to $20 to have it graded. Now, they're going to have a set of eyes on it that you've never considered before because they could come up with every little hairline, crack, or seam, or you opened the cover too much. That's how picky it is. That's why, like I said, I think in 30, 35 years, I've only seen a 10 3 times. But nothing saying you can't get a 9.8. But, you know, like the books I have here, I mean, I have a Captain America from 1954. That's a 4.0 because it's just, you know, there's a seam here, there's a crack here, there's darkening around the pages. Every little thing, off white pages compared to white pages, so on and so forth. It's a whole science. It's a whole science. And if you're looking to invest in comics, stick with 50s, 60s, 70s, and very, very early 80s books. After that, they started making millions of copies of everything. And you'll have to wait forever. Or you'll have to pay $20 to $50 for a variant cover that might be worth $200-300 down the line. So any other questions on anything? Once again, thanks for coming in. And if there's something you want me to focus on tomorrow, just email me. My email is running across the bottom of the board. My ugly mug right there. Okay, there's 3 boards. Who knew difference? Paul incidentally knows how to Frankenbox. Just got your package. Thank you, Mike. I've been asked, I think Kim asked me once before, is how do you do a Frankenbox? It's not hard. It's definitely not hard. You need that, I forget what they call it, box resizer. And I got mine on Amazon. I think it cost me $6. It's not bad. It is not hard at all, especially if it saves on cardboard and weight. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming in. There's a show or video for, yes, I know. I'll that'll probably be in number 3 when we sell the item and then package it to ship out. Definitely. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it made sense. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too off the, out there. But I will see everybody tomorrow. Thank you very much again. Hi, Kathy. And have a great night and have a great morning tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Bye, everybody.